Now, may I invite Mr. Rashid Mukhtar, Honorable Secretary and Board of Trustees, JMES, Maulana Mukhtar Ahmad Nadwi Technical Campus, MMANTC.
Hello. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Natri. And thank you to Akram Bhai, founder of Policy Times, for organizing this wonderful event. I'm actually a bit overwhelmed sitting amongst dignitaries. Coach Ma'am, Amit Sir, Dr. Hanif, Dr. Shekhar, Chaudhary Sir, and again, it's a wonderful opportunity. I would like to begin with a small introduction of Mantech, working under JMES. JMES is a charitable organization that was started in 1976 by a founder, late Maulana Mukhtar, to provide education to the minority community, and started with a dual system wherein he introduced the state board schooling for the madrasa students. So that was a very big step at that time. We started with 7 students, and today we are catering to over 7,000 students, and that is a phenomenal growth. We moved on to girls' education in 1980 and established our first Unani Medical College in 82, and moving on from one campus to another. So having 3 campuses now in the states of Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Uttar Pradesh. So JMES has slowly but steadily grown and working in the field of education. We have a mission of providing the best quality education uh, at the most affordable prices that we can. And so far, we are approaching our goal and working on our mission. And when it comes to education, I cannot stress the importance, how important it is to be, diversifying what we have today. We live in an age of misinformation. We live in an age of fear, and because of misinformation, because of the lack of education, there is an uncertainty that gives rise to fear, and this is now evident in our society. Like, just look around what is happening in the world. The capital being stormed, or democratic structures failing, and this is primarily because of the lack of education, uncertainty, and fear that people are forced to take some steps. And the only way that we can battle this surge of misinformation is by inducing critical thinking, analytical thinking, and that is only possible if you manage to educate the masses. And when I talk about education and educating the masses, today, like, we have a lot of central state universities, we have private institutions, but we need to make sure that this education is accessible at at, at the ground level. It is accessible to every nook and corner of the country, because we are also approaching, economic instability, and this is not in the Indian context. Having gone through a global pandemic, uh, there are a lot of disturbances in a lot of economies, and if we can correlate education and prosperity to economic growth, we would understand that, by empowering the lower sections through education, we can bring about a surge in the economic growth as well. I was fortunate to meet the director of Al-Amin Mission in Kolkata, Mr. Nurul Hasan Saab, and he told me a very simple thing. He said that, we work on educating the poor because, you know, if we understand Islam, if we understand the Muslim world, there are the 5 basic things. One of which is, paying of zakat, which is when you have enough and you can provide for others. So he said that, when students come into my institute, they are the ones who are collecting zakat, who are taking money from others for charity. And when they graduate, they become those who are paying zakat, who are paying charity to others. So a small step in bringing education to the grassroots helps a long way in setting up the standards for improving economic growth. I think I would like to end my talk over here. I would like to thank Dr. Mehtri and Akram Bhai and the Policy Times for initiating this great opportunity, a great platform, and I hope that we can move ahead with this. Thank you.
So, thank you very much, Mr. Rashid Mukhtar ji. You highlighted about education and economy, they will go together. If you educate the people, you educate the poor, economy will go up, and it is extremely important for analytical thinking, critical thinking. So, great insights. So, thank you very much. Thanks a lot, Mr. Rashid ji.